Okay, part two of the greenhouse tour. Starting exactly where we left off, guys. So nothing missed there. This is my sink. So this has replaced my hot water garbage can that was in here. If I need some extra heat in the nighttime, I can put the plug in. I still have a hot water source from inside the house. I can fill this up with hot water, and it sort of is a hot water heat sink, literally a sink, but also a sink, if that makes sense. The other good thing about it, though, is when I'm watering and stuff like that, I can spray the plants in here, and I have got it hooked up to a drain that goes out to the back bottom corner of the greenhouse over there, so I don't get water on the floor unless I want water on the floor anymore as I'm watering. I think that's going to be really handy. I don't know that it's in the best spot right out there. It's kind of in front of the Nepenthes, the Ultra Highland chamber. I can still get into there. Dehumidifier, we talked a little bit about that. I like to be able to control my humidity, so I can up the humidity with foggers if I need to, or lower it with the dehumidifier. Good thing about the dehumidifier, when it is working, when it's dehumidifying, it produces a lot of heat. So it saves on my energy costs by using the dehumidifier, because it takes over, and the heater that's down there doesn't have to run anymore when that thing is running. Let's have a quick look in the lowland chamber here. It's doing quite well. It's always nice and warm in here. It's about 90 Fahrenheit in here right now. This is where my Nepenthes are. I put the vanilla in there as well. It's right there. So we have a Clypeida, an Alba marginata back there, my bical. There's a little picture of it, picture on it, blah blah. It's doing quite well. We're gonna have to repot this guy into the summertime. The humidity just kicked on in here as well, so that's kind of cool. It was good timing. And I'll touch base on my new humidity for the lowland chamber in just a sec. Truncata is getting covered in the mist there. There's another hybrid down there. Ampullaria doing quite well. So with this chamber now as it is very humid. Oh, you can see it even caught a bug in there. Look at that. Finds its own food in the chamber. That's awesome. Rafflesiana down there. Rafflesiana, however you say it. But anyways, I have this Zoomed fogger hooked up now, so that's awesome as well. Keeps it nice and warm, toasty, and humid in there. So we'll do that back up. My Vandas, of course, are up high. They are not doing much this time of year. I think it's just a little bit too cold in here for them. We'll head over here. So there's the Zoomed system. We have the Hygrotherm and the Zoomed reptile fogger that is creating the mist that you just saw. Here is my Millennium Magic Witchcraft, looking very nice. It's out in full bloom. So one spike has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 flowers, and one spike has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 or 12 flowers on it. So it's done quite good. It's now in its winter rest. I'm not really watering it anymore. It's quite dry. Another fowl with a bit of cold damage from a previous year. You can see the new growth looks much better. All my paths are up there. We're going to still repot this this Tillandsia together. One of these times I'll take it out of that pot. I guess it's unpotting it. Another Tillandsia is just coming out into bloom. I just grabbed it from the ceiling. You can see when they turn that nice red color that they're going to start to bloom soon. This one's a big one. It's a hybrid. Eric Knobloch. I can even see the buds starting in there, so that's going to be cool. I expect that out in the next month or so. What else do we have? Dracula's Masdevallias, of course, they're doing good. This time of year, even they suffer a little bit from lack of light. My Collagenea cristata is out in bloom. It's got several spikes on it right now, several spikes open right now. That guy is treated just like the Cymbidiums. I didn't touch base on the Cymbidiums, they're at the front. They are not doing much this year, unfortunately, so there's your update on those for now. I used that pelleted fertilizer on them for the first time ever, and for the first time ever I don't have many blooms on them, so coincidence? I don't know, maybe. These are the Draculas. Not much happening on this wall. This is the darkest wall. I love these guys. They are a great smeller as well. I have a bunch of them. Let me just find the tag on them. Oh, I just had a smell. They look really, or they smell really good. Pulchellum. So they are a cool growing oncidium type, and they get this weird flattened cane that just naturally bends down, and all their flowers bend down. You can see right there. It's not because of the weight of them. It's just that's the way they are. So what else? What else? My Miranda is doing great. It's not growing a whole lot, but it's got a big cluster of pictures on it. So that's kind of cool. I just turned off my lights for filming here, so they'll all be off. This is a nice little Masdevallia hybrid called Snowbird. Spatulata is getting a new picture. Old pictures. Lots of seedlings. They're doing quite well. Lots and lots. This is a Jamban, and that is a Flava. Bunch back there as well. What were those guys? They were something a little more common. Tobackia. Hamada here. Again, I encourage you guys, if I'm showing you sort of a little Nepenthes and you're not sure about Nepenthes, look up the adult form. They're fantastic. Not just the random adult form, but like this is a Nepenthes intermis. It doesn't look all that spectacular now, but if you were to Google Nepenthes intermis, the adult picture looks just amazing. Same with the Platychilla here, just amazing. So we're getting there with them anyways. We're getting there. I'm gonna lift this guy up. This is a Lycaste. It's losing the last of its leaves. They're deciduous. And they all lose their leaves at different rates, but as they lose their leaves, we get buds, so that's good. And there's the buds starting down there. Quite a few. I can see at least 3 or 4, maybe 5. So that's nice. Another one of these Osmoglossums, Pochellas. They just smell amazing. This guy is one of my miniature orchids. I did him in a video of his own. He's still blooming. That guy is the Rostropoides. It grows like a Masdevallia, sort of. My Lamii is finally doing something. It has got some new growth on it. So it's got a new growing tip there. That's great. Red hairy Hamadas. Awesome little plants. Again, if you haven't seen a red hairy Hamada adult, look that up. It's great. Tentaculata. Ramspina. A little tiny Nepenthes Leonardoi, little tiny Dubia. We got a Mira there. Cercelia's got a new picture open. That's a really robust grower. Mikei is looking good. Dark pictures with a nice green inside. I like it. Just trying to untangle here. The Ventricosa is doing what Ventricosas do and growing like crazy. Ventricosa is a great, easy species to grow. Before we get too far, I'll backtrack a little. I always forget this guy. My Sanguinea. Lost most of its summertime pictures from last year. Again, just a lack of light, but you can still see it's picturing away. There's more Miranda. It's made it over there from the other wall. More Mirandas over there. Oh, one just opened too. So that's kind of nice. They look nice when they first open. They're not so red, just green. What else? Boschiana or Glanduliflora, cross Boschiana. Spectabilis, new picture forming there. Those are uppers. Going down really low here. Couple Sibuensis. A bunch of lower Spectabilis. The Ventrata is back there. Most of his pictures are starting to fade now, but it's still growing. Crazy thing. It grows like crazy. Nice Masdevallia hybrid out. Dracula hybrid. This is Dracula Transylvania. Another Dracula. I'm just going to pull this one off and show it to you from the bottom. Love this guy. That's a Wallacei. Now I don't know how I'm going to hang that one back up. Oh boy. The hook has come loose. How am I going to hang this? Grab the pot with my teeth first. Sorry, I'm just working here. The hook fell off, so I'm just bending the wire, temporarily of course, and just going to hang it right there. There we go. It'll stay there. Sorry about that. Didn't expect that to fall off like that. Pinguiculas, they're in their dry mode. They're still moist. I mean, they're not dry out, but there's no water in the tray this time of year. Lots of flowers though. What else do we got? My one and only Utricularia is doing quite well back there. Some big leaf jumps on it. This is a giant Pinguicula, and it is a leaf pulling. It's just starting to grow. I moved the dirt a little bit so you could see stuff happening there, so that's kind of cool. This is another Lycaste. This is a big one. I'm really excited about this one. I got this one this year. This thing is going to have huge wine-colored flowers on it. And I have got 2 buds so far. 1 and 2. This one is going to be hopefully a showstopper. I'll do a video on that one when it's out. It looks like it's still a ways away. Here is an interesting Masdevallia. Look at this guy. So many blooms on it. There's the tag. It is an Angulata. So many blooms on this guy. Looking really good. Bunch more Lycastes down here. Most of them still have their leaves. Some of them are starting to get buds anyways. Well, I don't know if this guy is. We'll just pick one up and see. Don't see anything coming on that one, but I did notice that some of them were getting buds. One lonely flower left on my Dendrobium phalaenopsis. My sensitive plant is kind of sensitive. It's only really sensitive when the temperature is above 70, 75. Otherwise, it kind of loses its sensitivity. We'll backtrack a little bit here. A few more Nepenthes. This guy is Lavicola. Looking very lavy. New Hamata picture. This is a Hamata catopasa, a little bit different than the regular Hamatas. Velosas are doing nicely. Lots of them. That's my biggest Velosa there. It's doing quite well. It's in a 4-inch pot, so it's 1 inch across anyways. Edwardsiana, they are growing quite nicely this time of year. Big leaf jumps on them. Big leaf jump on that Edwardsiana. My new Attenborough, no pictures yet, but they're growing anyways. Takes a while to get established, especially in winter. There's another one. Berbigies. Good size leaf jumps on them. A few more seedlings here. Trusmaniensis. Raja. Ephipiata. That's my newest there, Apolloonensis. Titaliensis. Nepenthes jamban. Glabrata doesn't have many pictures on at this point. One dead one. My Diatas, I love this one. It's doing really well. It's got a couple basils coming out as well. My Jaculineae, I'm going to bring this one down because it's kind of interesting. Let's see if I can get it out of here. It's still a baby, don't get me wrong, but I have 2 plants. And you can see here, one has got red pictures on it, and the other has green pictures on it. So, the red picture is actually coming from that plant, and the green picture, of course, is coming from that plant. But it's consistent, too. All their pictures last summer were doing the same thing. So it'll be interesting to see how these guys grow out, because they're supposed to be the exact same. I got them at the same time. They're supposed to be the same plant. But anyways, they have 2 totally different colored pictures on them. Hang that back up ever so slowly. I'll give you a look at my helis there while I'm doing it I'm just throwing in some extra concentration here. And cingulata, a couple more hamadas. The helianthores are doing nice this time of year. Good picture jump on this guy. That one is a Neblinae. Saracenoides is just coming out with a new one. Very hairy. Look at how hairy that thing is. Crazy. Very hairy picture. Puchella is behind it. This one is a Hematensis. My Heterodoxa is in bud. And it looks like it's going to be opening soon. I have got a tuning fork around somewhere, but I've lost it. So I got to really find that thing fast because these guys will be opening soon. And that's how you pollinate them, with a tuning fork. A few minors. My hybrid there, my Heterodoxa ionosii, I think it is finally got an adult picture on it. Useless seedlings there that haven't done anything, so we'll ignore them. Bongso up here is looking nice, good sized picture on it. Burbigiae cross Edwardsiana. It's got a nice looking medium sized picture, nothing huge. This is a hybrid. That's Platychilla cross Hamada. A few mounted Cattleyas up there behind it. They're not doing much this time of year. They need a good watering, that's for sure. There is my Neophanita, just finishing its dry winter rest as well. But lots of little fans starting, but I don't see any buds again this year. So that's a couple years in a row that I haven't been able to bloom it. You can't win them all, I guess. Here is a nice and really well producing Dendrobium phalaenopsis. Got a new one coming out. You can see last year's had 4 spikes on it, so that's kind of nice. And that, my friends, is a full circle around the greenhouse. There are my Cattleya, or there are my Cymbidiums on the ground that aren't doing a whole lot. They're still in their winter rest, but I think I found that they didn't grow fast enough last summer. They kind of got, all their pseudobulbs are only 3/4 grown, so they haven't produced any spikes yet. But anyways, time will tell. Anyways, that is a huge greenhouse update. Thank you for taking the time to do this update with me. I hope you liked this video. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure you subscribe to my channel. And as always, thanks for watching.